I just saw a preview today of a book that I wanted to order in the next few months. Although the preview, well, let's say it was a bit funny. Because the species it featured was not one that you're likely to have ever heard of. Like those bad heavy metal groups, this species is rarely talked about. In fact, when I searched the internet this morning, I found scarcely any reference to it. The species in question is in fact Promeganterion, which is a big cat from the Miocene epoch, sometime between 25 and 3 MYA. This big cat I would describe it as the beryllium of its family. Beryllium, if you don't know, is the top of group 2. The reason why I'm using this apt description is because beryllium, like this big cat, is scarcely ever studied. The book in question will feature this cat as one of its highlights. I cannot say much more as the preview did not go into any detail. I'm waiting for more detail. As soon as I get that, I will upload it in a future video. But the reason this big cat was, well, beryllium, I compared it to beryllium, is like beryllium, you never see it. In fact, the paper I found mentioned it, but didn't mention it that much. It was in comparison to Machaerodus, which is more like the calcium, which means that it's studied fairly readily. In fact, when I searched Machaerodus, I found several hundred papers, one of which I lent to a friend and have since my copy. But this Promeganterion, well, the reason it's not studied apparently is because, well, they have found specimens, but the species, there is a North American species, but it may be European as well. But it's totally different. The reason beryllium isn't studied. The beryllium isn't studied because it's carcinogenic, and doses of more than 10 to the minus 4 of a gram will actually kill you. So not an element you like to go messing with. Yeah, just